Hi, I'm Sir Dash Masong. Welcome to my licensure exam for teachers review, Professional Education Part 10. Let's start. Prof Ed 46, Facilitating Learning, Pavlov. A student who was scolded by a strict teacher in her math class begins to feel anxious not only in math, but also in her other subjects, even though those teachers have never scolded her. This phenomenon is best explained by Pavlov's concept of letter A. Stimulus discrimination, B. Stimulus generalization, C. Extinction, or D. Spontaneous recovery. Again, a student who was scolded by a strict teacher in her math class begins to feel anxious not only in math class, but also in her other subjects, even though those teachers have never scolded her. This phenomenon is best explained by Pavlov's concept of A. Stimulus discrimination, B. Stimulus generalization, C. Extinction, or D. Spontaneous recovery. Pause this video and try to answer it on your own. Go! Alright, the correct answer is letter B, stimulus generalization. Teacher, before tayo mag-discuss, friendly reminder lang there's always a better way to communicate to our students. So sana alamin natin yung mga proper way how to tell them the truth or the correct response, di ba? Or yung kung itatama kung may mga mali silang nagawa, ha? Alright, so bakit nga ba tama itong letter B? Bakit stimulus generalization? I-recall natin yung classical conditioning ni Pavlov. Okay, according doon, nangyayari itong stimulus generalization when a conditioned response, kagaya nga ng anxiety, is triggered not only by the original conditioned stimulus, kagaya ng math class, but also by other similar stimuli, so yung other subjects or other classrooms. Okay, sa classical conditioning ni Pavlov, nangyayari ito when the learner cannot distinguish between the original stimulus and other related ones. So akala niya sa lahat ng klase mangyayari yon. Let's analyze yung scenario. Yung anxiety dito ng student is spreading from math class to other subjects is a clear example ng process na to. Again, when a conditioned response, kagaya ng anxiety, ay na-trigger not only by the original conditioned stimulus, kagaya ng nangyari sa math class, but also by other similar stimuli. So, nadama yung ibang subject, ano? So, that is called stimulus generalization. So, na-generalize. Alright, bakit mali yung ACD? Kasi yung stimulus discrimination, ito yung ability to differentiate between stimuli and respond only to the specific one that was conditioned. So, dapat dito, nangyayari kung nagre-respond lang siya sa math class. Okay? Not to spread the response to similar ones. Alright, yung extinction naman, nangyayari ito when the conditioned stimulus is repeatedly presented without the unconditioned stimulus. So, anong nangyayari? This causes the conditioned response, kagaya ng anxiety, to weaken or disappear. Kaya nga extinction. Okay, ano naman sir yung spontaneous recovery? Ito naman yung sudden reappearance of a conditioned response after a period of rest or extinction. Again, gentle reminder, communicate properly to our students. That's it. See you sa next session. God bless. Prof Ed 47, Philippine Education Laws. A private school student receives a voucher from the government to help cover his tuition fees, allowing him to enroll in a private high school. This program is implemented under which law? A. RA 8545, B. RA 6728, C. RA 10533, or D. RA 9155. Again, a private school student receives a voucher from the government to help cover his tuition fees, allowing him to enroll in a private high school. This program is implemented under which law? A. RA 8545, B. RA 6728, C. RA 10533, or D. RA 9155. Pause this video and try to answer it on your own. Go! Alright, the correct answer is letter A, RA 8545. O baka may mga sumagot ng letter B, nakakalito kasi to. Okay, i-recall natin yung mga Philippine Education Laws. Yung RA 8545, ito yung tinatawag na Expanded Government Assistance to students and teachers in private education. Ito yung eGASTPE. E-G-A-S-T-P-E. Okay. Sa law na to, it expanded the government's assistance to private education, establishing what is now commonly known as eGASTPE nga, yung E-G-A-S-T-P-E. Yung law na to, it operationalizes yung voucher system, allowing students to receive financial aid to enroll in private schools. Okay. The program has been expanded to support junior high school and senior high school then under the senior high school voucher program. Okay, take note lang. Yung foundation ng GASTPE program is set by RA 6728, yung letter B, kaya baka letter B yung sinagot ng iba. Nangyari ito yung ng 1989. Again, yung foundation ng GASTPE program, yung wala pang E, is set by RA 6728 noong 1989. Pero noong 1998, nagkaroon nga tayo ng RA 8545. So, anong nangyari? It expanded ng coverage niya and it established the full voucher system as it is known today. I hope na take note niyo yun. Okay, bakit mali yung BCD? Again, itong RA 6728. Ito yung original GASTPE Act from 1989. Pero, pag inanalyze mo kasi yung question, the specific question refers to the voucher program. At yung program na to was expanded and is strengthened by RA 8545 na, yung EGASTPE, which is the correct legal basis. Okay, bakit mali yung CND? Kasi yung RA 10533, ito yung Enhanced Basic Education Act. Ito yung nag-establish ng K-12 program. Yung RA 9155 naman, ito yung Governance of Basic Education Act. Ito naman yung nag-reorganize ng DepEd tsaka ng field office nito. That's it. See you sa next session. God bless. Prof. Ed 48, Facilitating Learning, Bandura. A student who believes she can successfully complete a challenging science project even though she struggled with science before is demonstrating A. Self-esteem, B. Self-concept, C. Self-efficacy, or D. Self-actualization. Again, a student who believes she can successfully complete a challenging science project even though she struggled with science before is demonstrating A. Self-esteem, B. Self-concept, C. Self-efficacy, or D. Self-actualization. Pause this video and try to answer it on your own. Go! Alright, the correct answer is letter C, self-efficacy. Siguro nalito yung iba dito kasi parang tama yung iba. Ano? Alright, i-recall natin yung concept ni Albert Bandura. Yung self-efficacy is a concept developed nga by Albert Bandura that refers to a person's belief in their own ability to succeed in specific situations or accomplish a particular task. So, hindi ito general sense of self-worth or self-esteem, but rather a task-specific confidence that influences effort, persistence, and resilience. Let's analyze now the scenario. Yung belief ni student that she can successfully complete yung science project despite past struggles reflects high self-efficacy. Kaya i-develop natin yung mga self-efficacy ng students natin. Kasi yung mga students na may high self-efficacy are more likely to set challenging goals, work harder, and persevere through difficulties. Kailangan ito ng generation natin, yung mga young students natin. Alright, bakit mali yung ABD? I guess nalito yung iba dito. Yung self-esteem kasi, it refers to a person's overall sense of self-worth or value, not a task-specific belief about their abilities. Yung self-concept naman, it's a broader, more comprehensive view of oneself, including dito yung beliefs niya about one's attributes, roles, and identity. So, hindi rin to specifically task-specific confidence. Sir, ano naman yung letter D, self-actualization? Ito naman, connected or related sa Maslow's hierarchy, no? I hope naalala nyo pa yon. Ito yung highest level sa hierarchy ni Maslow na dinevelop niya. It represents the realization of one's full potential. Hindi rin ito task-specific confidence belief. So the correct answer is letter C, self-efficacy. That's it. See you sa next session. I hope ma-develop natin na magkaroon ng high self-efficacy yung mga students natin. God bless! Prof. Ed 49, Teaching Profession, RA 10912, CPD Exemptions. A licensed teacher working overseas is required to renew her professional license but has not earned any CPD units. According to the CPD Act, she may still renew her license because A. All professionals are exempt from CPD. B. Overseas Filipino workers are exempt from CPD requirements. C. Teachers are exempt from CPD. Or D. She has already completed her graduate degree. Again, a licensed teacher working overseas is required to renew her professional license but has not earned any CPD units. According to the CPD Act, she may still renew her license because A. All professionals are exempt from CPD. B. OFWs are exempt from CPD requirements. C. Teachers are exempt from CPD. Or D. She has already completed her graduate degree. Pause this video and try to answer it on your own. Go! Alright, the correct answer is letter B. OFWs are exempt from CPD requirements. So ito medyo madali lang, no? Okay, let's discuss. Under RA 10912, yung CPD Act nga noong 2016, yung mga OFWs are exempted from the CPD requirement when renewing their professional licenses. Bakit? Kasi yung exemption na to, it recognizes na yung mga OFW natin may face challenges in attending CPD activities in the Philippines due to their work abroad. However, take note lang, yung mga OFWs must still present proof of their overseas employment to avail of this exemption. Yung provision na to, it ensures that Filipino professionals working abroad can maintain their licenses without the burden of returning to the Philippines to earn CPD units. Alright, bakit mali yung ACD? Yung letter A, kaya ito mali, syempre, CPD is mandatory for all professionals in the Philippines. Only specific groups, kagaya nga ng OFW and newly licensed professionals for their first renewal, are exempted. Yung letter C naman, kaya ito mali kasi teachers are professionals. So, therefore, required silang mag-earn ng CPD units. Letter D, okay, mali ito kasi while a graduate degree may earn CPD units, it does not automatically exempt her from the CPD requirement. That's it. See you sa next session. God bless! Prof. Ed 50, Philippine Education Laws. Before the enactment of RA 7836 or Philippine Teachers Professionalization Act, teaching was professionalized by which legal document? A. RA 4670, B. RA 10533, C. RA 9155, or D. PD 1006. Again, before the enactment of RA 7836, yung Philippine Teachers Professionalization Act, teaching was professionalized by which legal document? A. RA 4670, B. RA 10533, C. RA 9155, or D. PD 1006. Pause this video and try to answer it on your own. Go! Alright, the correct answer is letter D, PD 1006. So, i-recall natin ito. Yung PD 1006 or Presidential Decree number 1006, ito yung decree professionalizing teaching. Nakakabulol. Issued in 1976, it was the first legal document that professionalized teaching in the Philippines. Okay. Ito yung nag-establish ng teaching as a profession and required teachers to pass a licensure exam administered by the Civil Service Commission. Yung PD 1006 din, ito yung nag-pave ng way for the eventual creation ng Board for Professional Teachers and the current licensure system under RA 7836 nga. Today, itong PD 1006 is recognized as the historical foundation of teacher professionalization in the Philippines. Alright. Sir, bakit mali ang ABC? I hope na aalala nyo ba itong mga RA na to? Kasi usually ito yung mga lumalabas sa choices. Ano? Ito kasing letter A, RA 4670, ito yung Magna Carta for public school teachers. So, yung focus nito, teachers' rights and welfare. Yung RA 10533, ito yung Enhanced Basic Education Act, yung nag-establish ng K-12. Yung RA 9155, ito yung Governance of Basic Education Act. So, ito yung nag-restructure sa DepEd tsaka ng field office nito. So, the correct answer is letter D. That's it. See you sa next session. God bless! Hashtag, sana makatulong. If you want a free digital copy of this reviewer, pinamimigay ko po ng libre. How? Just comment on this video, free reviewer. And for more reviewers, please feel free to visit my social media account, Sir Dash Academy. Available sa YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. I suggest punta ka sa YouTube. Meron akong ginawang playlist doon. Kinompile ko lahat ng reviewers for the licensure exam for teachers, especially ngayong year na to. No? Hanapin mo lang doon. Gumawa rin ako per subject and per domain. For example, meron doon yung complete playlist containing all the Prof Ed, Gen Ed. Hanapin mo lang. Gumawa rin ako, for example, you need further review sa Prof Ed. Hanapin mo na yung playlist ni Prof Ed. Kung sa Gen Ed naman, hanapin mo lang. For the specialization, na ginawa ko doon na playlist or album, hanapin mo lang din. For example, math. Meron doon biology, chemistry, physics, general science, math, English. Actually, hindi yung ginamit ko for the college entrance exam. Pero since pare sila ng lessons and learning competencies, pwedeng magamit for specialization yan. I hope makatulong. See you sa next session. God bless!